Hot mics catches South Korea leader Yoon Suk Yeol swearing about U.S. lawmakers. South Korea leader Yoon Suk Yeol in New York on September 21st, 2022. CNN. A criticism used on U.S. lawmakers by the president of South Korea has gone viral on social media after a hot mic pick him up using a expletive. Yoon Suk Yeol appears to have made the remark after meeting U.S. President Joe Biden at the conference for the Global Fund in New York on Wednesday. In a video published by South Korean television broadcaster MBC on its official YouTube channel on Thursday, Yoon can be seen walking along the stage after chatting with Biden before turning to his eyes and speaking. It would be so embarrassing for Biden if those F word at the National Assembly don't approve this bill. He then appears to say the Global Fund is an international organization trying to defeat HIV, TB, and malaria across the developing world, and Yoon's remark appears to be a reference to Biden's pledge to contribute to $6 billion, which would require the Congress approval. The YouTube clip, which has not yet been taken down, has been viewed more than 4 million times since it was uploaded and drawn tens of thousands of comments. Many social media users have taken to mocking Yoon, while the expletive he used has become the popular search term on the South Korean online portal Naver. This is just the latest in which critics say is a series of diplomatic missteps by Yoon, who arrived in New York this week for the United Nations General Assembly after attending the funeral for Queen Elizabeth II in New London. While in London, Yoon's opponent accused him of disrespect because he missed the chance to view the Queen's coffin lying in state, which he blamed on heavy traffic. Last month, he came under the fire for failing to meet U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi when she visited South Korea as part of the tour of Asia. Yoon was in attendance with other world leaders and business figures at the New York event. Following what appears to be his latest foreign policy gaffe, Yoon's team has have gone on the defensive. It's a background briefing with reporters. A high-ranked official for the South Korean presidential office said the remark was the private comment and it was inappropriate to connect a private comment to the diplomatic outcome. The official also said that it was regrettable Yoon was being criticized while keeping up with a tough schedule for the benefit of national interest. There is no reason for him to speak about the U.S. here, Kim Eun-hye, Yoon's senior press secretary, said in a separate briefing, reiterating, reiterating that many people appears to have misheard his words. Back in Seoul, South Korean Prime Minister Han Duck-soo addressed the issue at the National Assembly session on Thursday, saying it was unclear what Yoon had actually said. I don't think I can make a clear conclusion here about the circumstances in which he said those words, but it seems that no one has clearly heard the content, Han said. His remarks were not lost on members of the opposition Liberal Party who commented on the issue at Thursday's National Assembly. Diplomatic disasters are recurring under the Yoon Suk Yeol administration, and this is due to the repeated diplomatic incompetence of the president, they said.